WNBA star Brittney Griner detained in Russia. I know you guys probably heard about this, but the superstar basketball player, two-time Olympic basketball gold medalist, was detained in Russia for what they alleged of her having being accused of smuggling a significant amount of narcotic substances. I guess she had a vape pen and the oil cartridges with some articles are quoting it as hashish. But it's an offense punishable up to 10 years in prison. So is this a bargaining chip for Russia and the United States, or what's going to happen? Because a lot of people are in support. You know, the United States government is talking about this. President Biden's administration is working to get Garner out of Russia. And other, you know, they actually met with members of the Congressional Black Caucus about this on Monday. So this is a big deal. But a U.S. representative is basically saying, like, this is not going to be an easy thing to do.
Yo, this is wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
They hit her with drug trafficking for having a vape pen and a couple extra cartridges. I think the significant piece, though, that we see here is just the fact that so many WNBA players have to go to Russia to play because they pay them so much more over there than they do over here. That's a whole different story. But in Russia, they just, you know, the oligarchs over there just want to have the best sports team. So, you know, it's a game to them. They don't care about operating at net losses. So, you know, they pay these super exorbitant salaries to have some of the best athletes from around the world come and play in their leagues. And I say this because, yo, she's been playing basketball over there. She's been going back and forth. I'm sure she's brought vape pens over there in the past. But what we see right here is this happened to happen at the time that they're going to war. U.S. has all these sanctions. And now she's become a political prisoner, which really, really sucks because now she's being used as a bargaining chip. The crazy thing I seen was on ESPN when one of their anchors were talking about the fact that everybody keeps saying, well, if this was this player or that player, it would be so much of a bigger story. But her people want this story to be as small as possible. The bigger that this story becomes, the more leverage that Russia has to use her as a bargaining chip against the U.S. So it's a super, super weird situation. As someone said in the comments, it's very, very scary. She's a prisoner of war in a Russian prison as they're literally at war with Ukraine. This is wild. I hope she's safe, but it's crazy.
You know, and her family doesn't even have a lot of details about where she's being detained. Her wife has not been able to speak with her. She posted a message on Instagram. I'll read it to you guys. It says, "We love you, babe. People say stay busy, yet there's not a task in this world that could keep any of us from worrying about you. Our hearts are all skipping beats every day that goes by. I miss your voice. I miss your presence. You're our person. There are no words to express the pain. I'm hurting. We're hurting. We await the day to love on you as a family." Sorry, I broke that up. But that is from Griner's wife. And it's really sad. You know, we think about this as a story, but, you know, this family is actually being really affected, and this is still a person. Yes. And I agree.
And people are blaming her. That's the crazy thing. Like somebody in the comments right now, my guy Darnell, learn the rules. You got to understand, man. She's been playing over there for years. She's been going back and forth for years. It was never going to be a problem until they declared war and needed her to leverage against our country. Before that, she was going back and forth as she pleased. So it's way more complicated than her just getting caught slipping on a humbug. This was her being used. Like she's being used by the Russian government right now.
I agree, but I also agree with Darnell that she should have been smarter. I mean, when she was detained on February 17th, she knew that there was absolutely a fucking war going on. So, I mean, it's not like, I wouldn't think like, oh, I'm going to be this bargaining chip. You just never think it's going to be you. But that is why you have to move in offense and not be on the defense. You know, you just gotta be smarter. But that's not to say that she deserves this, right? And so I hope that she is returned safely to her family. And I'm in full support of getting her home. This is just, sure. I mean, a vape pen is a vape pen is a vape pen. Like this is
not drug trafficking. That's wild. That's a wild claim.
Right. and she deserves to be home with her family. So we're looking forward to that.